Well, there's really apparently no rest for the wicked because this guy's been at it again, so come cover up more racist graffiti in Galway with me as we talk about the Marquis of Queensberry. Now, I always used to wonder why the Marquis of Queensberry hated Oscar Wilde so much, because my teachers either didn't cover him as a historical figure or did so in as little detail as possible. So Oscar Wilde was dating a man named Alfred Douglas, or Bosie as Wilde referred to, and this was not a fairy tale relationship. At one point, Douglas published a critique of Wilde's play so harsh that Wilde responded in paper critiquing Douglas's analysis, to which Douglas responded by ripping the original meaning of the scene to shreds in another published reply. They break up at this point for a short time, but after they got back together, at some point both men caught the flu at different times. Wilde nursed Douglas back to health, while Douglas bucked himself into a luxury hotel and disappeared once he knew Wilde was sick. The only communication they had in this period was a card Douglas sent on Wilde's 40th birthday, informing his partner that he had charged the hotel room to Wilde's name. Wilde was not exactly out in the modern sense at the time, but he was not closeted either. On top of this, Douglas's official title was actually Lord Alfred Bruce Douglas, son of John Sholto Douglas, whose official title was the Marquis of Queensberry. Queensberry had 3 sons at the outset: Francis, Percy, and Alfred. Like Francis Douglas, the Viscount of Drumlanrig died from a gunshot wound in a hunting accident very soon after rumors emerged that he was in a homosexual relationship with future Liberal Prime Minister Rosebery. Queensberry became enraged after it became clear that Wilde and Douglas had at least a number of sexual encounters, following Douglas donating expensive clothes of his to male sex workers, but failing to remove some very explicit love letters between him and Wilde from the pockets, which severely impacted the reputation of both men and therefore Queensberry. Queensberry wrote to Douglas multiple times, threatening physical abuse and later financial disownment if he continued his relationship with Wilde, to which Douglas responded in writing, calling him a, quote, funny little man, and that in the event of a battle he would take Wilde's side against his father, quote, with a loaded revolver. Thus, in February 1895, Queensberry left a calling card for Oscar Wilde posing sodomite. Remember everyone, if you're gonna hate crime, make sure you spell it right or you'll be made fun of in 200 years. Now he leaves this at Wilde's club, leading to Oscar Wilde suing him for libel, which led to Wilde's eventual arrest. Because how else are you going to make sure your youngest son doesn't follow your eldest other than threatening your son's boyfriend? Queensberry died on January 31st, 1900, 2 months after a stroke and less than a year before Wilde's death, but forgive me if I don't hold the same level of respect for him as Wilde. If you enjoyed this video, follow along for more. I'm Elliot, the Alt-Irish historian, and I would kind of love to do some more Wilde content, but I'm not sure if there's a market for it, so let me know.